Mhm. Let's look at it one more time. Okay. The government, yes, has a continuing obligation to produce all evidence required by the law and the federal rules of criminal procedure. Now, holding that due process requires disclosure of evidence that is material either to guilt or to not guilt. Yes, or to punishment or not punishment upon the request of myself as the accused. Now, we're going to work on this whole idea of guilty or not guilty. Are you guilty of refusing to admit the evidence that would have exonerated me of any wrongdoing in Sequim, Washington? You are. You're guilty. And I'm going to prove that in a court of law, and then you're going to prison, and then I'm going to sue you for every fucking thing you own. I told you, you're guilty. Now let's look at what happened in the 2 count criminal complaint. Yes. You said that I was in Britain, Washington. Yes. I said, no, I wasn't. I was sitting in front of the Masonic Temple. Yes. I was at the Senior Center. Yes. Yes. I was at the house sitting job. Yes. And instead of admitting the evidence, proving my not guilty, and then proving that the punishment, right, of the dismissal of the case where you said I was incompetent, yes, yes, yes. See, there is a punishment in incompetence. Think about it just for a second. Yeah. Let's look at the court's decision. Shan't we? The government has a due process requirement to disclose evidence that is material either to the guilt or the not guilt of the individual accused. Yes. Or to the punishment. Yes. As in, you decided to say that Paul C. Budnick, right, I'm incompetent. Pooch, it's a punishment, isn't it? You've said I'm retarded, you fucking fuck. On the 19th day of September of 2017, yes, you transported me across county lines. Isn't that Officer Tomiko? Officer number 18 of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Yes. For a failure to appear to an arraignment, right, on August 28th of 2017. Now, it happens to be, yes, that August 28th, yes, arraignment, or I think it was the 28th, yes, was because the Jefferson County District Court filed a motion in the court that they had signed 6 days before that. Now, we did look at the laws. You had an obligation. Yes, you did. But let's just follow through with this, okay, officers? Sheriff's Department of Jefferson County did. The Port Angeles Police Department, the Sequim Police Department, the FBI, the Department of Justice, and each and every individual that I had to email for the previous, 15 months, approximately 2,000 emails a day. Yes. Did they know where I was at on or about June 16th, 2017? P. Budnick 21 channel right now. Did you know where I was? Was there some reason to arrest me for a failure to appear when the police department in Port Angeles, Washington, Officer Swift, ooh, look at the individual that interviewed me last Saturday at 8 p.m. that happened to be one of the arresting officers. Not only did you trespass me from a location, you were the same officer that questioned me, yes, while I was in jail last Saturday. Hooch, hooch, hooch. Now, it looks worse for you right now, doesn't it? Sequim Police Department happened to be employing a Port Angeles police officer that happened to be the arresting officer that moved. Now, all of a sudden, the Port Angeles Police Department right now. Well, you had to be assholes. The same officer that issued this trespass, right, is the Well, there was three of them there. Wasn't there, dog? Yes. There was the individual that transported me across county lines, and then there was the individual that approached me and arrested me and put me in the patrol car. Yes. That happened to be the same officer that questioned me about the alibi that I had for February 9th at 11 p.m. Now, I have one officer that trespassed me without the actual signature of the property owner. I have the same officer that did put the handcuffs on me and put me in the back of the patrol car. Yeah. And then I have the same officer questioned right now. Now, it looks to me like there are certain officers in the Port Angeles Police Department that are intentionally refusing to enforce the requirements of the government to exonerate me from any wrongdoing. Now, let's say I was to sue you for criminal. Having knowledge, yes, that I didn't miss a failure to appear at the arraignment. No, I emailed you and asked you to find out what it was about. Yes. And when you did the 2 count criminal